dress. It's not too front or too back, one front, one back. That's how she picked it up. Rub one side, rub the adjacent, pull it down at the same time together, and then she cuts right over. Exactly. Which is being worked methodically, knot by knot, double knot. Exactly. When she finishes each normal knot, there is a thread called like wrap, which is passed on the lead side of the loop, the arc. Now she's showing us. The width has to be passed sometimes 2-3 threads, depends on how many threads she desires to do it, and then it's going to be placed with the iron comb down very carefully. The string has to be beat at certain power, and then the trailing ends will be cut with the special scissor, which also requires such a talent. That's the way.
Yeah, you don't want to clip.
The design is going to be revealed first time when she cuts those trailing ends. Exactly. An important point to explain you, dear guests, this is the design which we gave her. She's from the village, she's not making the design, she used to do it. So therefore we have a cartoon which is stylized by city artists as a memorizing this. It's a multicolor. She counts every square grid of those paperwork, which equals one knot. She's able to memorize it by multicolor, but still not that easy. She has to pick up the right word to tie the knots, which is next. If she misses, you don't see symmetry on a rug like this, even though this is coarse and roughly like a geometrical. So you can see design, how curvular, and it has to be done precisely. That's the reason making these Turkish rugs takes time. Besides what she does, approximately like 6 by 9 deep experience in VMAX. In Egypt, scholar professor was showing how these rugs are carried by those people as a block of those rugs, and they've been cut by silk threads, I guess. Exactly. Not the threads of this, maybe they twisted like 10 or 100 of them into each other, and then they start to pull on both sides to cut these marble, honestly. So silk is sericulturally done by a certain family in my country, 2 predominant places. Istanbul is one of them. The second one is Hatay, which is Antioch, the ancient name. Southeast coast of Turkey, where we have lots of mulberry trees and mulberry live. That's what they eat here, yes. The pupa is inside of these cocoons. That's the only way you can obtain the finest material of the nature. You can have it and pass it to the hands, where you can see those little bugs, dear guests. Has to be inside. If you don't keep them inside, they're going to be turned out to be a butterfly, making a hole, so that's not the quality to be able to take it out from those silk. So we have enough temperature with the waters that will help them to relent it and soft. And our friend will show us, once she touches, it starts to pick up those filaments out. Be careful and see what she'll do now. It's an amazing work of art, exactly. When it gets really soft, then it helps to have silk threads, yes, the filaments. That part is going to be thrown away, and then it's going to unreveal with the help of these devices. She presses by the feet, and it starts to unreveal to that wheel that she's going to show us now.
That's what I wanted to see last time in Uzbekistan. I didn't.
There you go. Gösterdi de siyah şeyler.
You get from one little thing. And so that's from how many and then?
Ma'am, it all starts to move around till it gets transparent. We are able to get the threads out of this.
Oh, yeah.
But exactly, like you said, you see many of them siyah şimdi. Okay, whatever. To make 1 kilo of silk, dear guests, you need at least 6,000 of cocoons. 6,000 of cocoons. So that's the reason why silk is expensive, not only carpet, for textile, those kind of things. Okay, once you finish, this is the raw silk, you guys. Still stiff, not soft enough. We wash them, you can touch.
That's cool.
Interesting.
Tastes kind of like straw.
Then we twist like 10 up to 15 of these threads into each other to be able to give enough strength, then the lady can make these beautiful work of art with the threads of like silk are being desired to use for silk and silk. So we can color any color that we wanted because silk does not come out with vegetable dye. The wool from like homegrown, like sheep's, lambs, goat, camels are dyed with natural source color as, you know, generally as a traditionally, but not the silk one. Silk is chrome dyed here, yes. Color fast. That's the reason you can do any color you wanted. Vibrant and glimmering color could be seen in the silk on silk here, yes. Any question?
No.
No? If not, follow me. I'll take you to presentation room.
Very interested to hear that.
Hi.
There are still nomads
Yes.
in Turkey.
Yes, we are nomads. My ancestors, they were travelers.
Yeah.
So from Eastern Turkey, they were around the Syrian border, and they came along here, and then they spent their winter time on this part of Turkey, and during the summertime they moved to more central Turkey.
Right, right.
So they follow the weather actually,
Right, right.
according
That's
to
what
the
we do.
weather, and we had camels, we had you know, they are travelers and farmers. My grandmother, born in the bush, they were telling, and they didn't even stop.
Yeah.
They stopped. She, my great mother, she gave the birth, and then they wrap around the baby and they continue. They didn't even stop, you know, for a while
Yeah,
or anything. They continue. They gotta go.
Yeah, it's a
Yes.
great story.
Yes, of course. Yes.
So, do you have rug makers in your family?
All my is part of our culture. So not especially the rock. We need to weave to carry our vegetables.
Right.
Tents. We make, for example, we make tents from the dirt here. So they are waterproof and they are very good for isolation.
Right.
You know, so weaving is part of our life. So we need we have got tent here and we cover inside all isolation. So weaving, rag making is part of the culture.
Right.
Part of not culture, life need. So we need to cover the floor for the isolation.
I'll have one. Yes. Thank you. So they brought rugs inside the tents,
On the floor.
and that keeps the dirt away.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
For example, we have sumac. They live clean. They live underneath, so scorpion can't walk.
Oh, yeah.
Mesut, bir tane bana sumak gösterir misin? Sumak. Arkası şeyli olsun. I'm gonna show you one. And so
Then the sumac keeps the scorpions and
so
bugs
they
away.
can't walk. They stuck. They live this is an embroidery piece. So they live on behind, so scorpion can't walk underneath. I'm going to show you. He's going to
Okay.
bring it over, and things like this. We have we weave bags for baby. You know, for example, funny story. My so when we settled in the near here, and my mom, my grandmother, my mom, my father, all my ancestry family, they go work in the farm. My grandmother looking after the kids. So I have two, me and my brother, my uncle two, my aunt too. So my grandmother actually she tie us with a rope. So all the kids.
You can't go away.
This is what I'm talking about.
Oh, look at that.
So we leave the bag like this.
Yeah.
So scorpion can, if the walk goes inside, so they cannot move comfortably.
Right.
You see?
Look at that. Does it catch their shell or?
Yes.
Yeah.
They make it. They won't be they will have problem to move around.
I see.
You
So
know?
that becomes the base.
Yes, babe, this is the back.
Yeah.
So we put it like this on the floor.
Yeah. That's very interesting.
Yeah. This is 100% silk. This one is skeleton is cotton, and the pile is silk. So the kids
Okay.
making them, they put I mean, not kids. For kids, they make them.
Yeah.
So they put a lot of animals. So the kids
Oh,
love
right, right.
looking animals.
3 tane çocukları var, 3 tane bir tane ufak alabiliriz.
Huh?
Kadınla konuş gel. 3 tane çocukları var.
He's normal. Like that.
Oh, wow.
I was telling you.
We don't have a house. We don't have a house.
Oops.
So his family are nomads.
Yes.
And these rugs they used to put, show the back, turn it over. This was put down so scorpions can't walk under it. See the rough pile?
Yeah, they leave it on purpose, so the scorpion on the bush they cannot walk. You know, it help. I saw one. If the woman, if she's pregnant, while she's pregnant, if she's bit by scorpion, baby is not affected on life by scorpion. So I've seen a kid
no
like we
kidding.
were so scared to touch it. He was played scorpion like a toy. You know,
Because he was bit when he was in the womb.
Yeah.
His mom was bit.
Yeah. So you get more.
Very interesting.
Yes. Abi hangisiydi?
You're not with them talking about.
I didn't move and they came over.
Yeah, same as me. He wants you to buy one for each boy.
Yeah, yeah.
They wouldn't appreciate it.
Your wife, she was thinking holy present to your kids.
No. He was thinking that.
Ah, okay.
We had 3 boys. We had 4 Oriental rugs, and we gave them the rugs already. Yeah, we sold everything
I'm
that
gonna
we
use the
owned.
restroom. I'll be right back.
And you know what's great about it?
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. See the cups, they're on the very, very old, very very special.
So the older they are,
The price $400,000.
yeah?
Yes.
What is your insurance here?
Insurance.
That's an amazing. I was gonna say. The amount of value in this building. If you
Now I go look at that.
it would be.
Sivas. The minimum, no, seal. 110 years is the minimum gold.
I would
Nearly $400,000.
Yeah, glass on there. Yeah. Keep her away.
That one is not possible for. The last year, our guest is to give the